Man, that tie rod's pretty messed up. But it pushed it in just enough to when he turns, it starts like ripping on the tire. Ow, ow, ow. It got my finger stuck in there. Damn it. That hurt. Good morning, everyone. It is 8 a.m. and today we are headed to a 2016 Chevy Silverado. I believe it's a 2500. The guy got into a little crash and it bent his inner tie rod pretty bad and his sway bar link. So we're gonna head over there and we'll change the inner tie rod, the outer tie rod, the sway bar link, and we're gonna try to bend his bumper back just a little bit for him. I brought my farm jack so we can kind of pry it out a little bit. The bumper was like $600, not including the inserts and things like that, and it's really not that bad. So he's wanting to just fix it for now. So we'll just get it pulled out because it's rubbing the tire. I'll show you guys when we get there. Just pulling up to the job. So let's get in there and see what's going on. We're here. Just wanted you guys to hear the clicking sound. Let me text him and let him know that we're here. And that's the truck there. I'll show you guys what we got going on with that in just a minute. Let's get our gloves on and I'll show you guys the damage. So you can see how this wheel is turned that way because the steering wheel's turned. I'll show you this wheel. Boom, straight. So that's our issue right now, is the wheels. This wheel's like this. So the reason why is because of that. This tie rod is bent in, and so is the sway bar link. It hit it. So we're gonna bust that loose, bust this loose, and we don't even gotta take the tire off. That'll be nice. I might take the tire off. Oh, let me show you. Let me show you this. So it was hit here. It's really not bad, but it's an expensive bumper, and then shipping is expensive also. So just this damage, but it pushed it in just enough to when he turns, it starts like ripping on the tire. So I brought a jack, my farm jack, and we'll try to put it here to about here with a block of wood, and we'll see if we can push this out just a little bit. But that's the plan. So let's grab some tools, and that looks like a 19 or 21 or 22. That's going to be a crescent wrench. That's going to be probably a 15 or 16. So let's see what he's got also for parts. Moog inner, Moog outer, and an AC Delco sway bar link. Alright, let's grab 18, 19, a 21. Let's go see. Is it a 21 or not? It is a 21. I won't need these. So we can take this, take this. But first, let's lay our tarp down. These tarps are like $3 at Harbor Freight. saves the customer's driveway. I've seen a bunch of videos on YouTube of mobile mechanics and their driveways are just terrible. Their customer driveways are just terrible because they're working on it and stuff spilled everywhere. So it's like $3 for a tarp. And you can wash them. So that's what I do. I buy a stack of them. I buy like 10 of them at once. And once I start getting low, it gives me an excuse to go back to Harbor Freight. All right, let's go ahead and let me grab my light. I can shine a little light up there for you guys. So this is a jam nut. Loosen that up. We need to save it. Grab our impact and our socket. So we're also going to need to hammer this out. Oh man. Sometimes you just got to hit them a few times. Boom. It's out. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to twist this and count the turns. That way we can get the new one close. And then when they go and do the alignment, it's not so far off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 24, 24. So we need to spin the new one on 24 times. Oh, let's see. Oh, this one doesn't have a clamp. That's cool. Maybe. Let's see what the new one looks like. Oh, cool. So we don't have to take the boot off. Already comes with a boot on it. Nice. Like cars like this, you have to take a clamp off and then you have to take like a metal band clamp off, and then you can get your tie rod off. But this one, it's all integrated, so that helps. All right, so just using a pipe wrench to spin it. I've shown in other videos how to get this out with the special tools. Almost there, I think. That's getting loose now. There we go. And that tie rod's pretty messed up. Is that even coming off of it? Or are we just spinning this? Oh, I'm just spinning that. Wow. Never mind. I was joking. It's not off yet. Okay, there we go. I was just spinning the boot, I guess. Alright, now we're spinning this out. So this you don't have to count, it just bottoms out. So, alright, let's get our new one on, which is right here, and it has Loctite on the end of it already. So, alright, so we'll just run this back in, get it tight, and then I'll show you guys how to put this outer tie rod on. And we're gonna have to turn the steering wheel a little bit just so we can get the outer from here to there. Alright, that is tight. So now, yeah, there's no way I'm twisting that, so I'm gonna grab Well, let's see. I might be able to do it without turning the wheel. We'll have to turn the wheel in a minute. Alright, we got our new outer tie rod. Comes with a castle nut. Comes with a cotter pin and a grease fitting. So we actually need to put our grease fitting in first. And if you look in there, they already come pre-greased. It's a nice day today. So far it's pretty cool. I think the high is only 77 today. And we're in June. So this year I think it's been a lot cooler than last year. For sure. So far, given the time of year, usually it's like 100 and something. I think we've only had 100 and some day once. Before our outer tie rod goes on, we need to put this jam nut on. Let's go ahead and I do need to move that tire. No. Oh no, here we go. No, maybe. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, and 24. So there's 24. Go ahead and let's change this sway link out, and then we'll turn the steering wheel. We're going to turn the steering wheel to the right, so that way this just falls right into place. So let's grab our socket and wrench. Ow, ow, ow. I got my finger stuck in there. Damn it. That hurt. Ow. When in doubt, that 1/2 inch will rip off a lot of things. Yeah, I'm going to take off the other side real quick. This side's super tight too. No. Alright, that's just off enough, because I need to be able to push that up to get the old one out so I can put the new ones in at the same time. But this one's so bent. Okay, it's coming a little bit. Whew, okay. It's coming little by little. Let's see if we can get this pulled out now. Oh, it's going. Oh, got it. Got it. Cool. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I don't think we're fixing that one. All right. So now we can set our sway link in there between the control arm and the sway bar, and we'll go to the other side, do the same thing. All right, we'll just get it started. We'll get their other side started, and then we'll get them cranked down. And I left it over there. What a dummy. Dang it. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the other side. I'll run that one down, I'll run this one down, and then we'll get our outer tie rod in, and we'll try to flex that bumper too. Alright, that one's tight. Had to do a battery change. So, let's pop our gloves off. And let's start the truck. Let's twist the steering wheel to the right. I forgot it. It's not a Silverado, it's a Sierra. Actually, we can turn it without it being on, so let's see. Look at that. Slid right in. Cool. Steering wheel straight, that wheel straight, that wheel straight. We got to clear the codes out of it too. So I'll put some new gloves on, and then we'll get our outer tie rod bolted up, and then we'll push that bumper out. All right, this is booting up. All right, let's hit scan. Recently GM, search Bluetooth, scan. While it's doing that, we can put our castle nut on. Automatically search, read the VIN, yes, ignition is on. Yep, 60. We're gonna do a smart scan where it does everything. And then that way we can hit like quick clear or quick erase. It'll take all the codes out. So let's go ahead and get our outer tie rod end right there tight. Cotter pin is through. I'm gonna tap that up there. Through, that's not coming loose. We can tighten our jam nut. So this nut right here can get tightened for the alignment shop. They'll loosen it when they do their adjustments. So when you do an alignment, at least when you set toe, you loosen this jam nut and then you twist this inner tie rod and it brings in and out of the outer tie rod, which then moves the wheel this way or that way. So now, well, it's done. Diagnostic plan, steering angle impossible, and a bunch of low voltage. So we're just gonna hit clear DTCs. All right, while that's clearing, let's clean up. All right, get all our tools put away. That's pretty funny. That thing bent pretty good. Alright, we didn't even have to take the wheel off. That was nice. Let's do an inspection also. Let's start this. Yeah, so far none of the lights have popped back up. So those are cleared out. All right, got our codes cleared out of there. Put this scan tool away. Top Down makes quick work of this, clearing the codes and all that stuff. And the Smart Scan is pretty quick on it. Alright, brake fluid looks full. It's only got 39,000 miles on it. Coolant's acceptable. Oil is good. Let's check his air filter for him. Good. Air filter is good. Everything looks good under the hood, so we'll just shut this and let him know everything looks decent. I told him no promises, but we're gonna try to pop this out if we can with this farm jack. But I need to grab a block of wood. I was prying on it with a pry bar and it was kind of moving. All right, let's see if we can get this put in here. Okay. Boom, look at that. We got it pushed out enough for him. So let's roll this up. All right, we're finished with that. So I'm gonna finish the paperwork with him and then I'll do the outro, but I'm not gonna put him on camera. He doesn't want to, and I respect everyone's privacy. So we completed that, and I am advising him that he needs pitman arm and a idler arm. They're just popping every time you turn. They're going up and down. Then he'll need to go get an alignment. So I'm gonna look this up for him real quick and get him a quote, and then I'll do the outro.